Hi, sixth grade. Today is Tuesday, December 15th. And today in class, we shared our 50-word short stories with partner and turned those in. If yours is here, you just need to let me know and I can dig for it in your desk. If it is at home, I need you to have a parent take a picture and email it to me, or I guess you can just type up your final draft in and share it with me as a Google Doc. So remember, that is about the topic of elf, reindeer, Rudolph, I think, Santa, or snow. And you only get 50 words, and you are making certain that your sentence structure is correct. No fragments, no run-ons, no comma splices. If you add in some some extra great sentences, I guess I should call them, like complex or compound sentences, I will be extra impressed with you. So make sure I get those 50-word paragraphs today. No, your class was fine. I didn't do a video yesterday. So that was all that I think your assignment was from yesterday. And then today we had a kind of a for fun Christmas logic activity where we had to figure out who had which ugly Christmas sweater. And so there were 6 people. And this is your assignment for today. I want you to try your very hardest at it. Again, you could take a picture of, actually you won't have to. You can do it on Cami and show it to me, show me your final answers that way. But basically, you're going to open up a document that looks like, I guess you're going to need 2 documents. One of them will be the actual logic puzzle. I will be attaching this shortly, and then one of them will be the clues. You'll need both of them. You might click back and forth. But basically, you have 6 people: Brad, Marcos, Ethan, Millie, Jasmine, and Ella. And you have to assume that Brad, Marcos, and Ethan are all boys, and Millie, Jasmine, and Ella are all girls in order to be able to do this. You need to know the 6 sweater colors are blue, red, green, brown, orange, and black. And there are 6 designs: elf, snowman, gingerbread, reindeer, Santa, and gifts. And basically what I am going to do right now is pause. You will go find these documents on the computer and get them opened. And then you can push play, and I will go through clues 1 through 5 with you and show you my paper. And the goal is that you try to do it on your own as much as you can, so you can certainly pause me anytime and try it on your own first, and then go ahead and click play and see if you got it right after the fact. I'd rather you do that than just copy down everything I say. I'll be kind of teaching you how to do one of these puzzles as we go along as well. Let me make this bigger, because I was told that when I tried to use the Elmo and do a Google Meet video that they don't stick around, like they cut out to black. So that's why I'm going to do it this weird way instead, and I'll just keep holding up my paper. My first clue is: a boy wore a green sweater, but it didn't have a reindeer or elf on it. So I go to my boys, and I look and I see a boy wore a green sweater. Oh, well, that means none of the girls can wear green. So the directions tell me to put an X in the eliminated boxes. So I am eliminating Millie, Jasmine, and Ella from having a green sweater, because it says a boy wore a green sweater. I also know that it didn't have a reindeer or an elf on it. So my green sweater does not have a reindeer or an elf. This is my box. This is where I connect what was on the sweater with the color. And over here, I'm connecting the names with what was on the sweater. And this is where I connect the color with the names there. So I am going to cross out reindeer and elf because the green sweater did not have a reindeer or an elf on it. So those can be eliminated. If I find a match, I have to put a 0 in the box or an O. All right, clue number 2 says a girl wore the elf sweater, which happened to be a primary color. The kids had to tell me that the primary colors were yellow, blue, and red. I'm going to write those down again, yellow, blue, and red. And I know a girl wore the elf sweater. So I go to my girls and I find elf. So if a girl wore it, it means the boys can't have the elf sweater. So I would fill in those boxes to show that the boys don't get the elf sweater. And the elf sweater is a primary color. So I come down to this bottom part, find elf, and I know the primary colors are red, blue, and yellow, so I know the elf can't be black, orange, or brown. So this is what my logic box looks like so far. And that's just with 2 clues. Clue number 3 says the black sweater had a gift on it. So I know that's a match. So I find my colors and I find what was on the sweaters. So I'm going to find where I can say the black sweater had a gift. That is a match. So I put an O in the box. If I get an O in that box, it means I can cross out all the ones across from it, and I can also cross out all the rest of the ones in the column. Because if the black sweater had a gift on it, it cannot have a snowman or a Santa or a reindeer or a gingerbread because it's only going to get one. There's only one match in each row or column. And if the black sweater had gifts, then the gifts can't be on red, green, blue, orange, or brown. So I will put X's on all of those boxes. So I'm using logic to help figure it out. All right, number 4, the design on Ella's sweater was good enough to eat. Well, I find Ella and the designs. Is she going to eat an elf, a snowman, a Santa, a gift, a reindeer, or a gingerbread? Hopefully, if it's good enough to eat, it's the gingerbread, and that's a match. The design on her sweater is definitely good enough to eat. So I'm going to put a match in that, which means I can cross out all those other kids didn't get gingerbread, and Ella didn't get elf or snowman or Santa or gifts. So I go through and I eliminate all of those other choices. As soon as you have a match, you can go up and down the row and column only within its box. Like I wouldn't want to X out all the way across here because that's not the same things. I'm only working on what's on the shirt here and matching it with the people's names. And number 5, Brad and Millie had the green and snowman sweaters. One had green, one had snowman. All right, so I look at Brad and Millie, and it says one had the green and one had a snowman. Can Millie have green? No, she cannot. So that means Brad had to have green. Brad is a match for green. And if Brad matches green, then Millie has to match. So I matched Brad to green, and it means Millie has to match the snowman. Millie had the snowman. And once I have those 2 O's, it means I can go back and X out anything. If Brad had green, Marcos and Ethan didn't, and neither did anybody else. If Brad had green, it means he didn't have these other colors. So I can X them out. And then I can go over to Millie and the snowman, and since she had the snowman, she does not have the elf or Santa or gifts or reindeer. So I just crossed out those, and it means that nobody else gets the snowman, so I can cross out Jasmine and I can go up the row there. Column. Jasmine doesn't get it. Ethan, Marcos, or Brad. So now, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but I have a hole where I know that I've eliminated everybody else from getting the elf. Who gets the elf? Jasmine. So now I have Jasmine getting the elf, and if she gets it, she doesn't get any of these other things, so I can X them out. And that's where I'm going to leave you right now. You may use information from this box to help you down here later. It's kind of maybe a little bit of a clue. And I'm also going to hold up the final in about 5 seconds. So if you haven't stopped me yet, please stop me now, because I will hold up the answer key and you can check your own. I do need to see that you have it completed so I can give you your points for today. And there's your answer key. The other things we did today were just some Christmas puzzle kinds of things that you do not have to do. I will load them in case you want to do them for fun. Tomorrow and the next day will probably be much of the same. If you waggle this week, it's extra credit. So that's up to you how much time you want to spend on that. I'm not going to guarantee a point for every single minute, but I will give you something. I'm in the process of grading all the essays again now that HMH is working. And so if you want to check that at the end of the day, hopefully I will have everybody's work already graded, or a little bit of feedback to you. Your grades may not be in the feedback, but they will be they're in the grade book. So, and if I ask you to redo something, it means you need to redo it because it's not complete. So make sure you do that. And I think that's it. Read something good. Enjoy a little bit of ease today in language arts. And I will see you at the Google Meet today at 1. I'm going to move it up to 1:40. 1:40 Google Meet. Adios.